You're watching ERi-TV English news broadcast, dear viewers. Hello, and thank you for joining. Do stay tuned as we bring you the latest updates from around the world and the globe. Live from our headquarters in Asmara, I'm Heaven Johans, your news anchor for this session. The following are the major headlines. Regional training on maintenance and calibration of veterinary laboratories. Meeting to review teaching learning process. Nigeria neutralizes 140 terrorists and armed gang members. And outlook for oil and gas demand increasing by double digits in 2040. In our domestic news, the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the International Atomic Energy Agency, organized a training session focused on the maintenance and calibration of the National Animal and Plant Health Laboratory. The goal is to combat livestock and crop diseases effectively. The training, conducted in Asmara from 14 to 25 October, was attended by laboratory experts from Eritrea, Benin, Central African Republic, Eswatini, Libya, Malawi, Mauritania, Mauritius, Sierra Leone, and Seychelles. This training is expected to significantly contribute to combating animal and crop diseases in partnership with other countries, enhancing production, and facilitating the exchange of experiences. Mr. Emmanuel Negasi, advisor to the Minister of Agriculture and chairman of the National Board of Livestock and Plant Laboratory, emphasized that a coordinated initiative is essential to address the worldwide spread of emerging livestock and plant diseases. He highlighted the International Atomic Energy Agency and the international community's call for coordinated efforts to improve the scientific capabilities of laboratories in developing countries. The training covered theoretical and practical aspects, including the importance of maintaining laboratory devices, challenges encountered, network line maintenance, solar energy, electrical safety, and the control of electric energy flow on laboratory devices, as well as the use and maintenance of cooling devices. Mr. Arafain Ibrahim, Minister of Agriculture, speaking at the event, stated that enhancing veterinary diagnostic laboratory, biosafety, biosecurity capacities, and maintenance and calibration of veterinary laboratory equipment are crucial to combat the spread of emerging animal and plant diseases. The Ministry of Education's branch in the Northern Red Sea region conducted a meeting to review the progress of the 2023-2024 academic year's teaching-learning process. Attendees included subzonal administrators, school directors, supervisors, and heads of education offices. Mr. Rashid Mohammed Usman, head of the education office in the region, noted that commendable efforts have been made to provide equitable education services, including renovations of schools in collaboration with the public and stakeholders. The meeting included a report on efforts from kindergarten to high school, community contributions to the teaching-learning process, and administrative, occupational, cultural, and sports activities. Participants engaged in extensive discussions on the report presented. Mr. Petros Hailemariam, a representative of the Ministry of Education, commended the progress in pre-education and called for increased efforts to ensure equitable distribution of educational facilities and school enrollment of school-aged female students. Mr. Kubram Ande Mikhail, Managing Director in the region, emphasized the importance of community involvement, particularly parents, in the development of the teaching-learning process and called for a reinforced role of administrators at all levels. A seminar focusing on increasing the role of PFDJ organizations in the implementation of outlined programs was conducted in Loga and Sabah subzone, Gashbarka region. The seminar was attended by over 500 members from the 13 administrative areas in the subzone. Mr. Burhanet Agay, Secretary of the PFDJ in the subzone, reported that in the past 9 months, approximately 58,000 cubic meters of terraces and water diversion schemes have been constructed. Over 67,000 tree seedlings have been planted. 25 kilometers of dirt road has been renovated and about 67,000 has been extended in support of families of martyrs. Mr. Abraham Hagos, administrator of the subzone, provided a briefing on the objective situation and the responsibility of the heads of the organization. Participants engaged in extensive discussions on the issues raised at the seminar and adopted various recommendations. Similar seminars were conducted in the administrative areas of Adana, Aden Amin, Dek Zaru, Dersanay, Deda, Habela, Karnakhudo, and Liban. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international news after the short break. Welcome back. Nigeria neutralized 140 terrorists in operations against the Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa province terror groups, as well as gang members last week. This is according to officials. Edward Buba, the Director of Defense Media Operations for the Nigerian Ministry of Defense, said that 140 terrorists and armed gang members were killed during the operations, while 135 others were captured. Nigeria has long been facing attacks from armed gangs as well as Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa province terror groups in various regions of the country. On our last news, while the renewable energy market continues to grow amid what is thought to ultimately be a transition away from oil and natural gas, energy demand continues to mount and should increase by double digits between now and 2040, Baker Hughes CEO Lorenzo Simonelli said. Ultimately, the increase in primary energy demand will need to be met by multiple sources, since the expectation is that renewables will, quote-unquote, fall short of meeting growing demand and replacing hydrocarbons in the current decarbonizing energy system, the official said. By 2040, it is expected that gas demand grows by nearly 20% and global natural gas demand to increase at an even faster rate of 75%. And now a quick recap of tonight's major headlines. Regional training on maintenance and calibration of veterinary laboratories. Meeting to review teaching learning process. Nigeria neutralizes 140 terrorists and armed gang members. And outlook for oil and gas demand increasing by double digits in 2040. This, dear viewers, concludes our news for this session. Thank you for joining. It's a goodbye from us.